I like researching and studying about language because it is a most fundamental way that we express ourselves, that we encounter the world, that we make the world and we learn from the world around us, and that's such a fundamental part of who I am and who we are that I think it's just phenomenal to study and to work with. So that's about it.
I think I like studying language because it opens so many doors. It gives you an insight to other people's cultures, to other people's lives, to other people's way of looking at things, different perspectives. It's so much more than just a language.
I like studying language because I think language is everywhere. Everything we do through a form of communication. That might be language proper, or it might be non-verbal communication, it might be writing, it might be the gaze, it might be the way we sit. All that is language for me. That's why I think to answer the questions that are important in this world, we need to pay attention to language.
Well, I like studying language because it touches every part of social and cultural life, so it is very diverse in your interests and you can basically do anything with it. Whatever may interest you, you can do a study on it, and language plays a significant part.
So I like studying language because it's at the center of our everyday lives, and I like the fact that it's something very spectacular in 1 minute. It's something that is about literature and poetry, but it's also something about dinner conversations and the stuff of everyday life. And I find this fascinating to be able to think about the way that we use language to craft our dinner parties and our family meals and craft literature and poetry at the same time.
Yeah, and I love studying language because it's all about how people comprehend their world and also how they share their world with others.
Most of what we know through language. We communicate with each other through language. We get impressions of each other through language. Language is just probably the greatest human invention.
I love studying languages because for me, I love stories, and I feel that languages are full of stories. When I'm learning a new language, I want to know the story of why certain words are the way they are, why certain languages turned out the way they did. For me, it's all about story, and I love story, and language is full of stories.
Because every time I think about language, I find myself changing, and I think it's good for us to question who we are all the time. And I think through language you can do that.
I love studying languages, or linguistics in particular, because it's all around me. I can do it anytime. I can just go out and see data and, think on how the world works, actually. I think it explains a lot about how the world works.
So I've done a lot of work on the global spread of English, because you start to think, people just say, oh yeah, everyone speaks English, and what the hell does this mean? How has this happened? What caused this? What does it mean for other languages? You should think, we have to investigate this. This is crucial, and unless we get good answers to what does English mean as it spreads around the world, we're missing a huge part of globalization. So then you start to realize, language matters in everyday lives. It matters for understanding politics, economy, sociology, everything. Language is central. So that's why I do get up and study language every day.
So for me, language is a mirror of relationships, social relationship, political relationship, economic relationship. And when I study languages, I know even where I can take action to change things and to make this society more equal, more democratic, more caring for one another.